Hey guys, it's TEW2016 Maxwell here and welcome to the 75th edition of TNA Making an Impact, where we have TNA's biggest party of the summer is of course the pay-per-view TNA Slammiversary. We've got 205 minutes on this show today, 22 segments. A few matches have had to be changed up at the last minute, of course. On our last episode of Impact, we had the injury to Kenny Omega, which has taken him out of the King of the Mountain match, so we do have a replacement in place for him. We also have some issues with Yujiro Takahashi. It seems like he has New Japan commitments today, so he won't be able to challenge for the X Division Championship. One of the negatives of having people on paper appear in the steals, which we will look to rectify when we do go national. We'll probably sign the majority of the roster up to written contracts. So I was able to get someone signed in. Their debut is just going to happen a bit earlier. In fact, they will debut tonight. Yep, another debut. Again, making a roster probably a bit too big, but we will look to say let people go in the coming months as we seek to take this company to new heights. So here we go, TNA Slammiversary. The last time we run in the area we're in at the moment, we ran with 5k fans. Today we're looking at possibly 15,000. So let's kick on, let's go. So 15,670 at the Wells Fargo Arena, treble the last attendance here back in February. And we start off just a hype video documenting obviously this feud. And it was hyping up, of course, Fergal Devitt, AJ Styles, Chris Jericho and Adam Cole and their impact in TNA so far. Kenny Omega, of course, would have been a part of this if it wasn't for the injury. So the usual hype package I always do before every pay-per-view, plus vignettes, pyro, and then the ring announcers, or sort of the announcers at commentary, just kind of running down the card. So B-74, we get the show off to a strong start. It got the crowd a little bit hotter as well, and the Y2 AJ storyline advances. We start off the show with a massive kind of entrance from the Hardys, similar to their one at whatever the big show was in TNA. Was it Bound for Glory? I can't remember if it was Bound for Glory, if it was one of the specials, but we got the piano out. It's an over-the-top entrance, and it's just to let them know that the Hardys are here. So Jeff and Matt come to the ring. C63, the angle got the crowd hotter, and the storyline did lose a bit of heat there, but we have the Hardys in attendance for their opening match against the Decay. And that matchup was decent. It saw the Hardys defeat the Decay in 11:46 when Matt Hardy defeated Abyss by a pinfall with a twist of fate and swanton bomb combo between him and Jeff. Crazy Steve was a weak link, but a good performance. I'm quite shocked that the Hardys doing well here. A C+70, it just shows that they're back in TNA. They're going to be a threat going forward. Maybe not main event level. A couple of decent performances in there. Abyss and Jeff done well. Steve getting better his gimmick. And it continues the Hardy storyline. Overall, it's just a good opening matchup. Give the crowd a good kind of feeling that the Hardys are here and back in TNA. Next up, we have a promo with the Tag Team Champions. Basically, Brian Cage and Mike Bennett bragging again they're the most dominant team in TNA. And this matchup against Phoenix and Rey Mysterio is going to be nothing short of easy. C+71 there. All positives bar Brian Cage's chemistry, motivation. The matchup, again doing well in the tag team division. It was a decent matchup that saw Brian Cage and Mike Bennett defeat Phoenix and Mysterio in 12:46 when Mike Bennett defeated Rey Mysterio by pinfall with the box office smash. Cage and Bennett make the second defense of the tag team titles. A very solid B-75, especially when you look at how much Phoenix's performance is less than the rest. But it was a good match in really stabilising Mike Bennett as a really solid threat here. And of course, when you've got the muscle of Brian Cage, it's a good monster that they can be building up as well. So their push is going to be natural as they continue to go up the card. A good win here. Good at chemistry between Cage and Bennett. We struck gold with them. Mysterio improving flying skills. Mike Bennett in performance. But they are still your TNA World Tag Team Champions. Next up, we've got a promo from Jesse and Liviana, again just hyping up Jesse to try and build them up as part of the challenge we were set. So that's a D42 as we continue that build up and giving them an opportunity in pay-per-view, hopefully gets them some more exposure and a gain of overness. So Jesse has another matchup. It was a very poor match. He wins in 4:30 by the stunner and E+34, nothing really to overshow here. Match killed the crowd a little bit, but again, it's these kind of matchups that we need to give Jesse. He improves in performance skills. I say he's not quite ready at the moment to take a giant scalp because he's still getting that psychology and negative crowd reactions. I'd rather build him up naturally before he goes over someone very good. But it's a work in progress nonetheless. Next up, Brandy Reynolds announces that obviously Takahashi could not be here tonight because of New Japan Pro Wrestling commitments, and she's announced that challenging Jay Lethal for the TNA X Division Championship. Welcome back, TJ Perkins. No Manic, no Suicide. We're going to run with TJ Perkins and give him that opportunity. So dabs galore as an D plus 53 segment happens here, and the angle got the crowd a little bit hotter. The matchup itself had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, and it saw TJ Perkins defeat Jay Lethal in 11:59 by pinfall using underhanded tactics. TJ Perkins shocks the world and becomes the X Division champion. So a P-72 here. I felt like Lethal losing. Wasn't too keen to take off it straight away, but I felt like it's a chance to build up Perkins straight away, give a bit more overness to the X Division guys. As I say, Lethal can be someone that can get people over, put in good performances, and I think he'll get that run to the main championship eventually down the line when there's space. But a good matchup nonetheless. Perkins improving performance skills, and he really gets that opportunity off the bat that I feel like he never really got in TNA the first time under his own persona. After the matchup, because obviously he cheated, Jay Lethal decides he's going to run in and chase off TJ Perkins to the back. So a long way to go with this one, C plus 69. And of course, where does Takahashi fit in this going forward? Next up, it was about that had subpar wrestling and little heat, and we saw Rosemary defeat Ali in 10:48 by pinfall with the Olympic Slam, meaning your new Knockouts champion. Bit of a surprise, a bit of a shock out of nowhere after the push we've given Ali, but your new Knockouts champion is Rosemary. I feel like let's give her a chance, let's give her a little push. She's done her dues, she's put over a lot of people, and in a stacked women's division here in TNA, can she really be the more dominant knockout? So D47, pretty average performances from both ladies, but we'll build them up again. Rosemary improves performance skills. No negatives though, so that's a positive. We just need to build these ladies up. And after the match, Rosemary just decides she's going to prove she's just so vicious that she attacks Ali with a table, and then she eventually puts her through it. So a dominant hardcore champion here, or hardcore knockouts champion. It did kill the crowd a little bit here, but E plus 30, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future to the likes of Rosemary and Ali as she tries to chase back and get her championship back. Next up, we had a little bonus women's matchup as well, and it was about they had some decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, and we saw Becky Knox on pay-per-view defeat Sienna in 11:47 with the disarmer. C-59, Becky had a good performance. I just felt like let's showcase her on pay-per-view. If TNA had her in real life, she would not be off her first pay-per-view. So she's on there, a good win against Sienna, improving Rumble skills, and these ladies put on a good matchup here, which hopefully they can really push this women's division going forward. Next up, we had a hype video to promote the career in TNA previously of Samoa Joe. Obviously, Samoa Joe's back, so we document his debut as the Samoa Submission Machine back, I think it was 05. Yep, I think so. It was when I didn't watch wrestling. I had a wee small gap missing wrestling when Joe debuted. I got back into it in 2006, so it may have been earlier he came to TNA. Not 100% accurate there, but as I say, I got to see everything from Joe from mid-2016 until he left TNA. So some good work there. We just documented his whole dominant career, feud with Kurt Angle, his time as champion, just various times in TNA. Obviously the matches with AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels as well. That was a D plus 48. And the matchup between him and Barrett had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, and it saw Samoa Joe defeat Stu Barrett in 12:11 by countout. This is a B-74, the match got the crowd hotter. It protects Barrett in the sense of he hasn't been pinned, but we have to make Joe look dominant, and it gives her a bit of heat in this feud, like you ran away from me before Barrett, and I'm going to keep chasing you. So good matchup there. Joe with 69, Barrett 72. It gains a little bit of heat in their storyline going forward, as Samoa Joe will seek to destroy. Since here's the Destroyer, if you're going with his WWE character at the moment, it'll be interesting to see how this unfurls on Raw. This episode will be going out just after Raw, so it'll be interesting to see how WWE handle that Rollins injury. Next up, we've got a hype video documenting the dominance of Shibata. He's come in, he's only lost once, which when he was knocked out, but he's never been pinned and he's never been submitted, and they're showing that he is still the unpinned champion in the national division. Will he be pinned today? Let's find out and end the little vignette showing the fact he pinned Fergal Devitt in that tag match on Impact. The match itself was another success though, and it was about that had superb wrestling and good heat, and it saw Shibata defeat Bobby Roode in 1914 by pinfall, Shibata making the 14th defence of the National Championship. B82 spectacular, again a really good matchup, showing that Bobby Roode is going to take Shibata to the limit, but he still wins and remains champion. 76 in-ring performance for Bobby Roode, 79 for Shibata. Really hopefully puts over the prestige of the National Championship. Bobby Roode is improving Rumble skills, and the only negative was a poor colour commentary. But it just shows, I think it was the Legends titles, the Global Championship, whatever they're calling it now, in this mad format they've got in TNA at the moment. We've just changed it to a National Championship. We've gave it a bit of prestige, a dominant champion, making it look like it's worth a goddamn good bit. It's a good match up there. Shibata continues to retain. This leads us up to our main event now. First off, saying that because of the injury to Kenny Omega, Carly has announced that replacing him will be a man who deserves a championship match again, as he's been performing well and has came up short. So it's going to be Bram who'll take the spot of Kenny Omega in the main event. So that was a D+52. Just a little random bit of text there just to put both guys in the same angle. Next up, we have Chris Jericho just hyping up a promo. He says he came here to prove that he is the best in the world at what he does. He is going to show the world, that he is going to be TNA champion. He's going to get AJ Styles. He's going to show he's better than him. He's going to show he's better than Fergal Devitt, and that he is going to become the champion tonight, and that's on A93. So he's really just taking a promo on all guys in the match. The storyline getting a bit of heat in Jericho with that superb promo. Because of the type of matchup that it is, I felt like because we're on pay-per-view, we need Fergal Devitt in the paint. So tonight we have Fergal Devitt making an over-the-top spectacular entrance, fully painted up, and that's an A95. Superb there from Fergal as we head into this match. How will it go? Can we get a good rating for it? Let's find out. The match done well. I was kind of hoping we could carry on with the A's, but not to be. That'll still take a bit of time to get there. But it was an exceptional matchup that saw Fergal Devitt defeat Chris Jericho, Adam Cole, AJ Styles and Bram in the King of the Mountain ladder match in 26:52 when Fergal Devitt retrieved the item. Fergal Devitt makes the 8th defence of the championship. We'll just say he retrieved the item, never mind hanging up stuff that the King of the Mountain match had. So we'll just say he's hung up the title. But he's the champion. Fergal retains. B81 maybe could have been a little bit better if we didn't have so many entrants. Fergal Devitt with a 91 in ring performance, far above everyone else. But it just shows he's the dominant champion here as well. And good efforts, as I say, from Bram, AJ and Jericho. And it's a good opportunity for Adam Cole to showcase his talents in the main event. He'll get there eventually. No skill improvements. Negatives, just declining physical ability, low morale for Jericho for some reason, and working injured for Adam Cole. And we end the show with Devitt just celebrating the win in the ring, sorry. I'm going to say there's confetti, but it's just a big applause from the audience as he's there. Half his paint's been taken off his body due to the wear and tear, but he's just showing that he is the man, still the champion, and the crowd love him. So B+87. We end the show with a spectacular B+84. Again, we increase our pop in 24 regions, despite only broadcasting in 19, but we'll take it. It could possibly be a spill-on effect, but we're getting closer to national. Ratings like that are certainly going to help us, and I think we'll give praise tonight to, I think we'll go Shibata, we'll go Bobby Roode, and Chris Jericho just to keep him happy. So compliment all three on a good performance. Shibata, Roode and Jericho are all pleased. A good victory there for Devitt, as he just maintains him as the face of TNA. And let's look. So New Japan had the Battle of the Super Juniors, so I'm going to just look at that card there. Takahashi, he was fighting Masato Yoshino in that, so that's understandable that we couldn't use them. Let's see, Slammiversary, feedback was excellent, we really struck gold with the show, so pretty much similar to the Battle of the Super Juniors. Takahashi has got a bad injury. Let's have a look at the physical. Sacrospinal cord compression, so he's going to be out for a year and 2 months, so good job we gave the chance to TJ Perkins, because Takahashi is done for a year. We just need to write him off television completely then. There's no chance we can use him anytime soon. So a bit of a... just shows with TW these things can happen, so good job with comply ahead with TJ Perkins, or we would have been screwed. That aside, I don't see anyone else we can really poach here. I don't think there's really a need to poach anyone else. Roster's quite big. Mysterio wants some wins. 0.53 on pay-per-view. 0.08 in TV. And of course just letting us know that Takahashi is going to be out for the foreseeable future. But a couple of morale issues. Why a lot of people have not just minor but actual morale. TNA, that's obvious for MVP. Jericho is angry because he's upset. So he's angry because he caused an injury. Okay, we'll sort that one out. Al Snow, I don't think we need to worry about. Amanda, I know they're poor gimmicks, so I'll give a couple of them morale boosts, a bit of money to keep them happy. A lot of these guys and girls will probably leave because they're more enhancement talents, but prestige is good. Momentum at 82, nearly 11 million in the bank, which is good considering we started with $1 million. As I say, that will drop down that performance because obviously we have to pay more expenditures. So I imagine we'll be close to the type of money we made last month because everything else seems to be up, so that's good to see. More pay-per-view revenue, ticket sales will get there, and the same with TV revenue as well, and sponsors. So overall, pretty happy. As you can see here, the size now, we are practically on the brink. Midwest is there, Northwest, Southeast, Puerto Rico and the Southwest are close, as are Hawaii and the Great Lakes. If we can focus on them, we'll get them up to 65, and before you know it, we'll be a national company, and we'll just keep going places on our road from first to national, and then hopefully international, and then so on and so forth. But it's been a good build up so far. It's really just making sure everything now clicks into place as we head towards Destination X. So we got a 5-week build to that, so that's good. We'll hopefully get a strong card for that. And then from Destination X, it's another 5-week build to Hard Justice, a short turnaround, to No Surrender, and then the 6 weeks to build for Bound for Glory, and hopefully a phenomenal pay-per-view. So as always guys, thank you for watching. As I say, we'll now head towards Destination X and hopefully put on a good show there. If you get any comments on the show, you can let me know how you feel the booking went today. Is there anything you feel is doing well? Is there anything you feel that isn't quite performing at the level they should be? Anything else you'd like to see pushed? Any particular challenges apart from Jesse that we could use going forward? So let me know what your thoughts are on the show. Any likes, as I say, subscriptions are always deeply appreciated as well. Apart from that, as I say, let me know how your saves are getting on. If you're booking TNA, let me know who you are. Let me know what mods you're using, if you're using somewhere else. If you're using one of the more historical mods, let me know. And as always, if you want to get involved in TW, you can. The game's available on Grey Dog Software on their website. They've got a good forum section as well with a lot of mods, helpful guides and information. And I've got a nice sort of community going over on the Fantasy Booker subreddit on Reddit with a lot more information there, a lot of videos of other guys, everything you need to just help this community continue to prosper. Apart from that guys, thanks as always for watching. It's been a pleasure, and now we've done 75 episodes. Let's click on first to get to that big pay-per-view in October, Bound for Glory, and let's go nail that 100th episode in approximately I think it'll be a couple of months, but we'll get there. As always, thanks for watching guys, take it easy, see you soon, bye bye.